Joe, thanks for joining me remotely today. Normally we'd be in a conference room, a demo room at a customer site out in the backfield somewhere doing some video analytics demos. But in the spirit of stay at home, here we are, right?
Yeah, that's true. But today, I guess we're going to look at a couple of programs and applications from a partner of ours from Bosch. Mark Land showed us yesterday on a webinar.
Okay, so the idea was you had been with him at a conference, and since we're all working from remotely, you found it to be a good opportunity to get the rest of our team up to speed on what you had learned at that session. Is that basically the concept?
Yeah. At the show, I was shown some pretty cool stuff that I wasn't aware of that our applications are capable of, as well as a couple of ITS applications that Bosch has really dived into that I wasn't aware of. So I wanted to get the rest of the team up to speed as well.
In the spirit of learning remotely, and I guess before we dive into this example, the point is we're all trying to make this shift from having meetings in person, doing demonstrations, to now doing things remote. So this was just one example of what we did, and we're able to do the same for you, whether you're a specifier, an end user, integrator. This is a pretty good opportunity. So I'll go ahead and roll this screen for us, Joe, and you can walk us through what Mark was doing for us here.
Okay, so this is Bosch Remote Portal. This is just the sign-in page, and this will show multiple sites and cameras. You can group cameras or multiple sites together in your user interface. The nice thing about this is that any system that's connected to the internet can be managed remotely via this remote portal, and this is also all of the modules inside there. The next thing is Royal Oak Parking Garage. This is just a nice display of cars entering and leaving the parking garage. And this is all managed from two 360-degree panoramic cameras monitoring the one entrance and two exits of the parking garage. So this camera view is showing the analytic rules that are set up to count the cars. They're following a path. And again, this is the raw image coming off the camera. This is not the view that you would see from the VMS.
Okay.
This next program is Bosch Video Security Client. This is a free program from Bosch. And again, you have multiple sites, multiple systems, cameras, all grouped together in your one login. You can drag and drop the systems or cameras onto a map. When you drop the cameras on the map, they then get the GPS coordinates from the location on Google Maps. And here is the Columbus Experience Center. And this shows multiple cameras outside of the Experience Center at kind of a different intersection. And just shortly here, Mark will change the camera over to a different view, and we'll start seeing some red dots pop up on the map. And what that's showing are region or vehicles and people of interest moving on the map. And how that works, the camera has its GPS coordinates, so anything moving, say this person walking across the intersection, it now can tell the GPS coordinates of that person and display it on the Google map shown in the window. The other nice thing is once you start bringing more cameras in, you can start seeing all the other people or vehicles of interest moving around on the map. And this can all be done in live view as well as recorded view, which is a really nice feature with this program. And you'll see again here, people walking across the intersection. Sometimes people are completely out of your field of view, but the camera can still pick them up in its field of view and display them on the map. This here is an example of some analytic rules set up, running multiple analytic rules and counting vehicles as well as pedestrians crossing this crosswalk and driving direction down the road. This is pretty interesting. This road, you can only make a right-hand turn. So as the Bosch guys were setting this up, they were kind of doing some experiments and trying to find out how many cars would turn left just for fun. And they found out that in one day, there were about 70 cars turning left at this intersection here.
So not to interrupt you, but they're turning left into a one-way street.
Yes, exactly. So what this is showing is video as a sensor. It's not just a security camera, but it's dual purpose, multi-purpose. We can set this up, and cities can help use this for pedestrian safety, for maybe making some adjustments to signs, painting lines on the road. Just helping with traffic flow and pedestrian safety in their city.
Yeah, I'd say if they're getting 75 left-hand turns down a one-way street, that's something that needs to be addressed.
For sure.
Okay.
This is showing the Town of Vale parking garage system, and this is, again, showing video as a sensor, so it's not just a security camera. We're also monitoring the availability of parking spots inside this 4-level garage. And this is a analytic dashboard from the intersection out in Columbus, and all this is showing are vehicles approaching, different vehicles, the times of day. What this is really going to help with is smart cities, smart highways, being able to really monitor the flow of traffic and the times, that they may be hit with the most traffic.
So it would help with like when to open one-way lane, how they share lanes in the middle, like one way it goes north during rush hour in the morning, and then it goes south during rush hour in the evening or something like that, right?
Exactly. And all of this is all metadata coming off our camera. This is nothing special. This, comes with the everyday cameras that are bought.
Okay.
No additional licensing fees. So this is a smart corridor out in Ohio, US 33, and this is showing the entrance ramps and exit ramps, and again, just showing traffic flow to help with traffic management during different times and backups. And this is just a nice picture of that smart corridor out in Ohio.
Cool. Well, thank you for kind of going through that demo real quick. I guess the moral of the story is we're here to help you figure out how to apply technology to your application, whether it's traffic, security, retail, counting people in stores, and getting heat maps. There's a lot of opportunity here. And the biggest opportunity is that we're all working remotely right now, and we're able to schedule a private, 1-hour session, whatever it takes for us to be able to convey that technology to you, right?
Yeah, exactly. And we have a lot of technology to offer, and fortunately, unfortunately, we have some time on our hands and some colleagues that are more than happy to help and show this technology off with us.
Okay. Well, support@midchest.com. You can always get a hold of us. And we look forward to sharing our knowledge with you. And hopefully you're staying safe and staying at home.
Thanks,
Joe.